You're welcome back to the channel. We'll be learning how to make this 6 pieces blouse with a Princess Dart Bustier. This style was achieved with a 1 yard of velvet fabric and half yard of sequence fabric. This is the basic body blocks. I've gone ahead to draft out the basic body blocks. This is shoulder and this is the full length of the blouse. So now we'll go over it again. This is the shoulder slope, 1 inch shoulder slope. Then this is your chest line, which is your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. Then this is the bust point line. This is the under bust line. And this is the half length. And this is the blouse length. So to get the bustier, I'm going to divide my bust span by 2. I'll place it on the bust point line. Then at the under bust line, I'm going to minus ½ inch. That's 3.5. Then I'll take it down to the blouse length. Then I'll connect the dots. The next thing is to go in for the bust tightening. I'm going to go in by 2 inch at the under bust area, and I'm going to take it down to the full length. Once I'm done connecting, I will make a curve to connect it to the bust point line. This shaded area will going out. To connect this to this line, I'm going to take my tape, divide this line into 2, just like this, make a mark there, then go in by ½ inch, then take my bust measurement divided by 4, then connect it, make an armhole curve. After the armhole curve, then I'm going to connect from this point to the bust point line, just like this. Then because this will have a bustier, this is a Princess Dart Bustier, I'm going to come down from this line, just like this, by 1 inch, make a mark, then connect it back to the bust point line in a curved manner. This will be going out. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to take my side dart, which I'll be taking from my bust point line. I'm going to come down by 1.5, and I'm just going to connect it this way to my bust point. This shaded area will be going out. Once I'm done with that, I will just take my body measurement, take my bust measurement, my waist measurement, then replace the bust tightening. At the full length, I'm going to take the hip measurements plus the bust tightening that I took down. Then I'll just make a mark. That's the hip divided by 4 plus the bust tightening, the 2 inch, and then I'll just connect my dots this way. To be able to close the side darts, I'm going to cut through this just this way, then cut this out. Then I'm going to cut through this bust point line this way, and then cut this bustier. Then I'll just close this up and use a slew tape to secure it. Once I'm done with that, I'm just going to blend this line because it's no longer aligning. I'll just blend it to align. And after that, now I'm going to extend this line by 1 inch. This extension is to help the 2 pieces of the bustier to be equal or aligned when joining them. After this, make a new armhole line and join it to the chest line. And once you're done with this, you just cut it out. That's it for the front piece. Now for the back piece. This is also a basic body blocks for the back with a zipper allowance. This is the chest line and this is the bust point line. This is the half length line. The half length line is 16 inches for the back, and this is the full length as well. Now this is going to have a dart. This is the neckline as well. This is going to have a dart. Everything will be starting from this zipper allowance line. So now from the bust point line, I'm going to take my bust span as well, and I'm going to take it straight down to the full length. Then I'll connect this. Once I'm done connecting this, I'll come over to this line. I'll divide this line into 2 like this. I'll make a mark. at the midpoint. Then I'm going to connect it to this line. Try not to make this sharp so it won't be pointy at the back. Now after this, from the half length, I'm going to go in by 0.5 inch on both sides, and I'm going to take it down. Then after that, I'm going to connect it to this bust point line just like this, nothing too sharp. This shaded area will be going out. After that now is to take the body measurement starting from the zipper allowance line, bust divided by 4, waist divided by 4. We replace the 1 inch. Same thing for the full length, hip divided by 4 plus the 1 inch. Then I'm just going to connect this is the back armhole. I'm just going to make a mark like this. Then I'm going to connect these dots. Once I'm done with that, is to reduce the zip bulge. Now to reduce the zip bulge, what I'm going to do now, from the half length line, I'm going to go in by 0.5, or you can go in by 0.7 or 1 inch. So I'll go in by 0.5. Then I'm going to connect it to my zip line. I'm just going to make a curve this way to connect it to the zip line. Then I'm going to make another zipper allowance line starting with this curve, following the same shape. And that's it for the back piece. This shaded area will be going out. We'll just cut this out. And that's it for the back piece as well. So I'm going to bring in the front piece now. There's the back piece and this is the front piece. Now to give it that flay effect at the bottom part, I'm going to bring another piece of pattern and I'm going to just spread it out this way and then place my drafted patterns on top. If I place it on top like this, I'm going to use a slew tape to just hold it down to prevent it from moving. When placing the pattern, place it starting from the waistline. I place it starting from the waistline, not the under bust line, just like this. So from this point, I'm going to go in by 2.5 inches. You can decide to make yours 3 inches or 4 inches, depending on how wide you want yours to be. 2.5. Then this other piece, 2.5 as well. I don't want mine too big. Then I'm just going to connect it to the waistline. You see the way I placed it? I placed it starting from the waistline. Then I'm just going to make a curve to connect it this way. Then at the side, at this other side, I'm going to extend it by 1.5 inches. I don't want this side too wide. It's not supposed to be too wide. So I'm just going to extend this by 1.5 inches like this. Then I'll make a curve to connect it as well. And once I'm done with that, I'll just cut it out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And that's it for the front piece. I'm going to repeat the same process for the back piece. I'm going to bring a pattern for it as well. And I'll place it the same way I did for the front. I've gone ahead to do this and I've secured it with my slew tape like this. So the next thing now is to make the flay extension at this down part, 2.5 inches. I made a mark. Then for this other side, 2.5, but I didn't extend my I didn't spread out my pattern so well, but I'll work with this. Then I'm just going to connect this to the waistline just like this, and I'm also going to connect this. When cutting this out on my fabric, everything will be on fold. Then on this other side, I'm also going to extend it by 1.5 inches as well, and I'm going to connect it, make a curve to connect it to the waistline as well. Then I'll cut this out. This is what it's given. This is the sequence and the velvet fabric I'll be using for this tutorial. The sequence is half yard, the velvet is 1 yard. I've gone ahead to draft this. This is it, leaving allowance. And now I didn't add allowance when drafting on my pattern. This is the front piece and this is the back piece. Adding allowance is very important. You need to add your allowance. For the design I want to achieve, I want to be adding extra sequence at the front. So for this front piece, I'm just going to cut out my desired measurement, which I placed at 2 inch, and I'm just going to make a mark just the way you see me do, and I'm going to cut it out and I will replace it with this sequence fabric. I'll cut this out, fold the sequence into 2 as well, then use this piece to trace it out. You can decide to leave yours plain that way, but I just want to add this extra velvet, extra sequence at the front piece. And this is what this looks like. By the time you join it, this is what it will give you. I'll be leaving a separate video for the sewing tutorial. I don't want to compile this video. I'll be leaving a link to the sewing tutorial. Do well to check it out. Subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Like the video. Give me your observations and feedback by engaging in the comment section. See you in the next video. Bye.